My Hero Academia Season 8, Episode 1, and my God, was that episode late. Literally, well, plus an hour late before it finally arrived. But in the end, is it worth the wait? Let's talk about it. All right, by now you know why we're here. We know what we cover. But again, this is episode Toshinori Yagi Rising slash Origin, and this episode was actually worth the wait. It was definitely picking up exactly where the last season left off. We are going to be in for banger after banger after banger all the way until episode 11, which I believe is the finale pertaining to this season. That's right, only 11 episodes. But if they stretch it out any further, the content would suffer or we would get a whole bunch of filler stuff. So I think they're playing things in the correct way for at least this season. You guys leave your thoughts and comments below about that. I know most people don't want to see it end, but again, the manga has ended, so everyone knows for the most part where things are going to ultimately finish up. We got a quick recap of last season going into this episode where there was just kind of like, here's the Dobby fight, here's what's going on with Shigaraki, here's what's going on in All for One. Just kind of giving you set the stage, if you will, because hey, I need some refreshers now and then. We cover a lot of different anime shows. Trying to remember where everybody was at from a long time ago. It's like trying to pick up an RPG game. You sit down for like a couple months, and then you're like, what am I doing here? What's even going on? And what's going on clearly is that All for One and All Might are having their final showdown. Whoever departs from this battle will be ultimately the victor in the grand scheme of their personal conflict, but the winner of Shigaraki and Deku will be the ultimate winner for everything, for all the marbles, because that is the future that they both have been betting on to either change the world for the better or plunge the world into basically eternal darkness and have their culmination of their grand evil vision, finally come to what they want it to. And All for One is just perplexed at the thought that All Might even thinks he has a chance of winning. Without this Hercules suit, we all know it'd be over like that. They wouldn't even need to really have an episode be like, and All Might got slaughtered. That'd be it. Whole talk, nothing special about it. But because of this Hercules armor, he's able to actually put up some level of token resistance, and he has a very solid strategy for what to do here because he knows that All for One is an incredible mind. We know he is just the worst of the worst morally, but he is exceptionally intelligent, and for him to think as far as he did ahead to get to this point in time, we can't really knock him for that. However, in this battle, I think All for One is completely out of his league. He is mentally elsewhere. His whole perspective should be on Shigaraki. He should be getting there as quickly as he can, ignoring all distractions that he can. But like a good villain, when your rival is directly in front of you, are we not going to monologue a little? We're not going to throw hands a little, and are we not going to go all out, literally fusing about four powers in the palm of our hand while we're being attacked to point blank period, just ignite our opponent in a full scale, like what seems like some kind of mana blast style eruption from your hand directly to your opponent's face? We're going to have a little fun at the very least. And at this point, they're just trading blows. All Might's only plan is to continually have All for One use massive attacks, take significant damage, and then have him have to use the rewind process to heal himself because he's getting younger and younger and younger. And at a certain point, he won't be able to either control what he's doing, how he's doing it, or basically be just so inept that Shigaraki will eventually just be able to be like, I'm not really answering to a child. I was having trouble listening to the man, so to speak, first, but now that we have this fool, absolutely not, not under any circumstances whatsoever. So as long as we're able to stall for time and keep forcing him into this regeneration process, things will go fine. And All Might has used a whole bunch of the abilities from class 1A that were copyable or at least replicatable to be able to ensure that this battle works out. And as their battle is coming to a fruition, all of a sudden, while All for One gains the advantage and All Might is completely on the back foot, and All for One is glowing yellow. Not really sure what's going on there, But as he's glowing yellow and about to grow this unnecessarily sharp limb so he can go out and pierce All Might and end this battle, finally, he stops and freezes entirely. And as it turns out, a person who we've seen not only throughout Vigilantes, but throughout My Hero Academia, Stain is on the scene, making the save, and he had officially licked the blood of All for One, was able to freeze him, and has now provided the opportunity for All Might to go out and be able to finish this battle all for one. Man, if we had a counter for how many times I said the word all in this video, we would probably have a pretty good chunk of cheddar, just saying. But as that battle is slowly starting to peel off, we break off back to Kunita, who is a corpse collector villain. This villain is someone who likes to basically attach his plants to his foes, drain them of their powers, and then create new life through these evil little purple plants that continue to feed on and grow, even if the host no longer exists. Grenada was someone that was jailbroken from Tartarus alongside All for One back, about a season or two ago. So we're definitely seeing a lot of them starting to make their grand appearance as all the pieces are on the board. This is for all the marbles. No one's holding back. We're going straight haymakers. Hands are being thrown. And we have the most unlikely individual appearing as our villain, well, as our hero, I should say, pardon me, for this battle against Kunita. Kunita has bodied so many heroes. There is about 10 of them strung up in these purple flower like rose plants, and I was just draining them dry of their powers. But there is one individual who has gotten away. Aoyama. That's right. Naval laser Frenchman. Merci is the individual who is able to be able to break away a little bit, and through the power of his own sheer willpower, he is able to create a naval laser blast, refract it off of Hagakure, who is our invisible girl, and refract that light directly back onto Kineda, causing a direct one shot. I mean, one shot. How Kunita ever became a mass remover of human life in this universe, I don't know, because you just got bodied by Class 1A's traitor via one blast. I understand naval laser is quite powerful, but at the same token, should it be that powerful? Should it really drop you this easily? I would say no, but the facts say otherwise. Man's down, and everyone has been able to cause a significant change, but now they still need to focus on cleaning up the battlefield because, as I said earlier, even though the host is now dead, the plants will continue to live on because, to quote Jurassic Park, life finds a way. So we'll have to go out, finish clearing that, and we still need to finish up the Stain battle with All for One in the next episode, and we didn't even have anything pertaining to Shigaraki or Deku. So, a lot of big things happening right around the corner. As always, if you want to be here with us for them, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's free, greatly helps us out, as well as hyping, sharing, all that good YouTube stuff. And if you're on Spotify, hey, please hit that follow button. It greatly helps us out and is free as well. And right for Geek Variants, there will be no live streams of these because the time for this show was crazy. It was originally 1:30, then 2:30, then I was up till 3:30, and then also 4 a.m. and literally no show dropped. So yeah, I ain't gonna be staying up for all that. I'll just see y'all in the morning for it. Just letting you know now. Right for Geek Variants. I'll see you tomorrow for Gotcha Kuda.